In true fashion for this series, The Rookie Season 7 Episode 11 heralded the reappearance of Monica, and she's no longer this red-headed mastermind in the breeze plotting from afar without our knowledge. She's preparing something big and forcing people to work for her under pressure to cause devastation. The Rookie had fun paying homage to Speed. The hour paid homage to one of my all-time favorite movies, Speed. Sure, it had its cheesy moments throughout, but it was an entertaining watch for the most part. While there were numerous anticlimactic moments throughout the entire bomb hostage event, the reward was tied to Tully and Monica. The hour allowed all of the Rookie's females to be badass. And isn't that what we love most about them? Why Serena Benson's death on Law & Order SVU still aggravates me. Harper appears satisfied after facing horrible situations for numerous episodes, and Angela is always down for action. The two of them facing down gunshots triggered by a tripwire was nerve-wracking, but it was also so classic for them. I know there was a Lethal Weapon made-for-TV series once upon a time, but if anyone ever personified the same intensity, it's Angela and Nyla. I would watch a full spin-off of those two investigating crime together, complete with explosions and tons of action ripped from an action picture. Harper and Lopez are the greatest dynamic on this show. They're just that fantastic together, and anytime they're on the screen, I'm a happy camper. Their closing scene, with Wesley sweating out overhearing that Angela almost was blown to bits and also faced off a machine gun on the same day, was hilarious. He recognizes his kick-ass wife, however. Is it wrong that everyone's reaction to Bailey jumping onto a moving bus felt exaggerated? We've seen the others perform considerably more exciting things, and Lucy did something similar not long ago. I won't harp on Bailey or criticize her any further than I already have, but it's strange how much they cram her into things occasionally. At the very least, her rookie Barbie knowledge proved useful on this occasion. Bailey and Nolan are focused on having a child, but they are concerned about the cost and what a social worker may say about their jobs. It's easy to forget that this child's project is still on the table because they put it on the back burner one day and then forced it upon us the next. I'm content that they already have a pseudo-daughter with Selena. She is really precious in certain scenes with them. Her final interaction with Nolan was very touching, as she was concerned for his safety while he remained on the bus. Their mentor-mentee relationship frequently has a father-daughter feel to it, which I enjoy. The Rookie Season 7 Episode 11 reintroduces a major character. But what is their evil plan? Speaking of camera work, it can be interesting and even fun to tell stories through various cameras, but it didn't work for this hour. It was more frustrating than endearing, and the colors made it difficult to notice details. It reminded me too much of the washed-out filter used on Paradise. The Monica reveal was not entirely unexpected. This fictitious pregnant woman was the one who orchestrated events involving the two brothers. Now that one of them is in jail and the other is fighting for their life, they have little idea why they were holding a bus hostage. Monica used the woman to obtain a master key USB drive containing intel. Monica was supposed to release her child in exchange for money, and maybe she'll get it since the police couldn't build a case against her outside of her faking pregnancy. She's not talking, so they're none the wiser about the Monica connection, and it'll take a while before they realize the missing intel. We knew Monica would have to come out of the woodwork at some point. She evaded capture during the Rookie Season 6 Episode 10, and up until this point, we haven't seen or heard from her. Villainous, the Rookie Season 6 Episode 9. They were successful in closing up the Jason plot, and Oscar, who was always in the background, was ready for a Monica update. I have mixed feelings about Monica. Monica isn't the Rookie's most compelling villain. She was entertaining enough for a bit, but occasionally, it felt as if she tried too hard to be like Rosalind. Sadly, she wasn't always as believable as this incredible big bad, and wasn't as compelling as some of the Rookie's other villains. LL Cool J isn't the NCIS franchise alum I'd have picked to return by Paul Daly. We had to follow up with Monica because the story dictated that we do it at some point. She's a loose end in the series that needs to be tied at some time, thus returning to her makes logical. I'm just unsure whether I look forward to or am interested in her plans. Occasionally, the Rookie fumbles interesting arcs by wrapping them up too quickly and then dragging out others. Personally, I'd rather have more of an arc with Glasser rather than having to return to Monica again. Aside from that, another highlight of the hour was the chemistry between Gray and Miles. It's very father-son coded, and it's been a while since we've seen Gray react to a Rookie in this way. When Miles recounted the issue, it wasn't a surprise that he faced a financial problem. However, it was a surprise that he followed Bradford's funny suggestion after some spitballing over the radio comms and placed his ring.